action.
Action.
Say something.
Go.
Oh, what?
Come on.
Okay, so Joseph Quinn, Jamie Campbell-Bower, two of the standout performances of season 4 of Stranger Things, and you're here in Brazil. So, very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
It's lovely having you here.
Thank
Okay. Well, you two don't have any scenes together in season 4, do you?
No.
So you're getting to know each other right now.
Well, Joseph and I sat next to each other at the
I
read.
do like that you call me Joseph, by the way.
Joseph,
Thank you.
dear boy
Yeah,
Joseph.
Yeah, it is good.
When I don't call him that, he goes mental. We sat next to each other at the read-through back in March, as you said, of 2011. And then we got to know each other pretty quickly. We went for dinner and would sort of talk every now and again. So we've known each other. We got to know each other pretty quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We were both kind of
British.
and in a kind of weird spot. So we kind of...
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And smokers.
Yeah.
Me too.
There you go.
All right. So, what was it like being in that environment? Not only you were there for the first time with a group of actors who had been together for a while, but being Brits and being, one, the town outcast, and two, supreme evil.
Sorry, well, what was it like kind of joining?
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy. It was it's a very daunting thing, kind of coming into a show that's kind of as well established as this, and clearly they're getting something right. The fans have so much devotion towards all of the characters that inhabit this world, and I think kind of when you're kind of coming into it, and I will speak for both of us because you told me, you're very nervous not to kind of, you know, that there are lots of cogs in this machine, and you don't want to be that cog that kind of brings it to its knees. So it was initially quite daunting, but we were working with we had very different kind of storylines, but everyone that I worked with anyway, was very gracious and kind and welcoming, and from what I gather, you had a similar experience.
Absolutely. I mean, for me, I was filled with an overwhelming sense of gratitude, from the beginning. Even just receiving an email to be asked to audition for this project was just ridiculous. Like, that was just felt absurd to me. So, when we got on set, and I felt like that internally, and then you work with, creative geniuses like Matt and Ross Duffer, and that kind of filters through everyone, that vibration filters through everyone, that we were made to feel so comfortable so quickly, but also the level of work that is done on this show from cast and crew alike is of such a high quality.
I think you both attained it this season. Two very important characters, and two, as I said, I think, it's standout performances, really. In any show, they would be standout, but this... but the moment I looked at Eddie, I said, well, Eddie Van Halen, that hair, and in 1 minute, I had fallen in love with you, Joseph, with your character.
Okay. I think kind of, it was a weird thing that Eddie had to do, really. I think kind of that first scene is so brilliantly written and well realised, and it's just from the off, because of how brilliant the writing is, you learn so much about that character. We actually ended up shooting that scene like very far down the line in terms of the schedule of the shoot. I think we shot it in like June of 2021 or something. It was one of the last scenes that I had to film. So it's very weird kind of shooting your introduction scene very far down the line. And I actually auditioned with that scene. So I'd had those kind of words in my head for like the best part of 2 years. So that was quite kind of like nice to get that out there. But in terms of you falling in love with me, I don't really know what to say. I'm glad that you liked him.
I love you too.
I love you too.
Eddie is such a winning person. He's really lovely, and it breaks your heart that the town doesn't see him as he is. Really.
I suppose that's kind of the thing that he had to do for this season. Like, you had to feel for him, and even though the narrative of the scripts and the story is kind of presenting him as the villain to the rest of the town, within that, as an audience, you have to kind of feel compassion and feel sorry
Yes.
for him. So I'm glad that you felt that.